What is up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? What is going on with Bitcoin? We're going to focus on Bitcoin, of course. Are we going to go to much lower levels here? Well, if you watched today's video, I am looking for a potential strong support level from this range. Now, we didn't actually touch this major pattern that I'm talking about, so I think maybe potential slightly lower levels are very possible. Okay, as you can see here on the chart, if you want to see the kind of reaction that we are going to have at these lows, then yes, I would potentially be adding to a long position here. Of course, we are in a big, massive downtrend. Okay, so it's going to take some time for some consolidation for the market to actually get a big fat bounce. So we're going to analyze Bitcoin here in the shorter time frames, if you wish. It looks like that we are kind of hitting this major daily level, this major resistance zone. Okay, as you can see, already getting that kind of rejection, already rolling back down from this level. So possibilities here for Bitcoin is, of course, potentially coming down to retest these lows, and I would expect the market, okay, to be, it's going to be very difficult to break down from this range. And why is that? Is because of the huge amount of volume traded inside of this range. What range? Well, that range in between $38,000 and $39,000. Yes, of course, I am expecting some kind of volatility at this range. So we could obviously, in between today and tomorrow, of course, hit round about this range. And I would be expecting major consolidation. I would be very surprised if I see the market in between today and tomorrow actually slicing through all of this level. Of course, anything is possible. We do have a bullish bat pattern. We also have major support here looking at the VPVR. So yeah, we're going to analyze different points of view here on Bitcoin. We're also going to take a look at the S&P 500. What is going on with the S&P 500? It is still in this kind of massive correction, okay? But remember, we were pumping like crazy, from mid-March all the way till the end of March. And obviously the market needs to correct. So we are in a corrective move here. Are we going to go to much lower levels on the S&P 500? We did get there, very nice bounce on the S&P 500 from this current major resistance zone. Could we go lower? Yes, of course. This is something that we can analyze here also for the S&P. It does look like that from this down trend, okay, we did have a failed breakout here from this major resistance on the S&P 500. So it's not looking too great here in the immediate short term. We can also take a look at the DXY. DXY is absolutely exploding. It is across the 100 points. As you can see, $100. Absolutely, it looks like that this is not going to stop anytime soon. And of course, DXY pumping is really not good for Bitcoin. It is not good for any assets that are valued on the dollar, right? Because dollar is gaining strength. Whatever asset, mostly everything, is valued in dollars. So if the dollar does pump, we're going to see a lot of assets that are valued in dollars, potentially getting a little bit of sideways action or even to the downside. So far, looking like a beast, the DXY. So let's go through the comment section here, see what's going on here with BTC and also with some altcoins, your favorite altcoins. Remember, guys, I am looking for that potential bounce from this range. We were looking at this bat pattern and everything connects to perfection, okay? That 382 around this range and this pump over here that we could still come a little lower. The 0.88 here on this bat pattern, and whoever not familiar with harmonic patterns, let me just show you here the bat pattern here. 1 second. This is it. This is the bat pattern. Let me just get the bat pattern here out for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see this. But basically, it is also, this is pretty impressive how the 2.618, okay, it's 614 in this case, but the 2.618 also lines up with a 0.88, all right? The 2618 is the target, okay? It's the expansion all right, from this level over here, right? Let me just get this right there approximately. So the 2.6 is the expansion, all right, from Fibonacci levels from this low to the C point high, right? That is what this is where you get the 2.618 on the bat pattern. So 2618 with the 0.88. So everything aligns up that, you know, we could see still a little bit of more downside. Let me just zoom in here on the chart, because this is round about the 38,800. 38.8 would be that sweet spot, okay? And I think it's the, you know, biggest point of control. Let me just get the VPVR out here. Yeah, just the biggest spike is at the $39,000. We already got a bounce from that level. But yeah, basically it's, you know, this entire range is basically where it's not going to be easy for Bitcoin. Of course, we're also taking a look here at Bitcoin on the daily, and there were two ways of looking at this channel. We got the support from the wicks, or we got the support from the bodies of the candle. Okay, as you can see, if I do connect here the bodies of the candle, we are just basically almost touching that range if I do connect the bodies, as you can see. So are we going to manage to break through? This would get very ugly if Bitcoin does manage to break and has a daily candle, you know, closing well below $38,000, $37,000, a strong daily candle below this range. Then it's not going to be looking pretty good. But so far, we do have some major levels here for that potential bounce. Let me go here quickly through the comment section. I want to know your opinion. Let me know, guys. And make sure to smash up that like button. Only 38 likes on today's live stream. Make sure to smash up the like button. We can get to 100 likes in 10 seconds, I guess. Today's video got, you know, almost 6,000 views, 1,335 likes. This is only 165 likes away for the giveaway. So if you haven't smashed the like button on this morning's video, make sure to do so. Comment down below. You are eligible for a giveaway that we will be doing live, and I'll be saying who has won in the next couple of videos and also live streams. Obviously, you have 2 days to claim the bonus. Not the bonus, sorry. The giveaway. If you don't claim it, we'll do another giveaway. So make sure to smash up that like button, and let's dive in here straight into the comment section. Sorry guys, a little bit of too much talk. And what's up, Dave? How are you doing? Alice, hi Andy. Right on time. Akai, how are you doing? Digital Apollyon, hey all, what's up? Joseph, thank you for joining the live stream. Hi all, hi Andy, says Joseph. One of my strongest moderators here, together with Seb. What's up, my crypto legends? Have we all smashed the like? Seb, thank you. Joseph, thanks for the insane support. And Mark Dirch is also here. Absolutely insane here. I got my moderators. Let's go quickly through the comment section. Hola, Robbie, how are you? Stephanie, hello. Karam, can you check Zilliqa? Absolutely. Let's take a look at Zilliqa. Well, I know that Zilliqa did an insane pump, and Zilliqa had to come down at some point. How did it come down? Well, we do not know. Let's take a look. Why have I got Zilliqa? Where's the more data here on Zilliqa? Should be more. Oh, this is the weekly chart. Let's take a look at the 4 hourly. Yeah, Zilliqa. Let's go to the daily. Zoom out a little bit. I'm on the logarithmic chart. Okay, that's why. Looking pretty good. I would be waiting a little bit more here for a potential reaction at this box range. And why at this box? Is it just a random box? Well, no, of course not. It is the 618 area. We just around about hitting that level right now, 618. Okay, we should be getting some kind of reaction from this range. Okay, we're just about today hitting that level, but also we do have insane volume backing up. Okay, this major major level. Okay, I'm talking about that 9-10 cent level. In between 9 and 10 cents, we got the biggest candle here, biggest candle top here on the daily. So some kind of volatility can be expected around this range. If we start forming this kind of price action, I think, you know, this will be looking pretty bullish, because you can see the bears are losing steam, pushing the price down, and this is when you start creating, you know, a kind of sideways action, double bottom, a slightly higher low, and this is where you could anticipate a major pump to the upside to potentially create a lower high. But anyway, that level should be, you know, hit in the next couple of days. So let's see what happens here on Zilliqa. So far, Zilliqa, I mean, when an asset pumps like this, even though you do break major resistance levels here, such as the 15 cent level, okay, there's a lot of volatility. Even though you do break major levels with such a, you know, insane pump in less than, you know, what was this, 5 days, the market, it doesn't matter, no support is going to hold. You know, the amount of selling pressure that will come at some point is going to be huge, breaking all support levels. So until this asset, cryptocurrency Zilliqa, manages to find some kind of reaction, some kind of consolidation from these major levels, that would be the moment where I would potentially looking for a pump. And where would be the target? Well, yeah, this is going to be a very, very difficult one, because, you know, we have major resistance that we've sliced through to the upside and to the downside. So I would definitely consider that 14 cents. So if you're trying to long this level after a potential consolidation, because this could come, you know, this could be a pump and dump. We want to see consolidation. We want to see reactions from levels. So if we do get that kind of reaction, you know, and start creating, you know, massive big wicks as a rejection, closing above this major range, then yeah, I would consider longing. And a good take profit area would be that 14 cent level, which is major resistance. And take profit too, I would be aiming for that 618 from the top here to the low, depending on where we do the low. Okay, 618, very possible that we can hit those levels on the bounce to create a lower high, retest this daily close. It is exactly at the daily close. Okay, depending on where this price action goes, that 618 range is at the daily close, and we like to test dailies. So yeah, very important daily level right over here. Also, why is it an important daily level? We've got several candles here, opens and close, so definitely, you know, a consolidation around this consolidation area. It's almost imminent, right, when you see this kind of steep. So a little bit more downside, and let's see if we kind of find a nice round formation here on Zilliqa in between 9 and 10 cents. That would be the ideal scenario in the coming days. So yeah, we'll analyze definitely Zilliqa, I think, in the next couple of live streams. Something curious that I wanted to see is VPVR, maybe VPVR. We are getting a little bit of VPVR right there. I think we could potentially slice through. So this could even go to the 8 cent range. Okay, we could get a little bit of more volatility. In between 8 and 10 cents, I would expect some kind of reaction and a big bounce at some stage here on Zilliqa. After this very aggressive pump. Let's go here through the comment section. Seb, did you short tether today? Says Bernie. You forget Cardano in the stream starting screen. Right, let's take a look at Cardano then. Let's take a look at ADA. What's going on with ADA? Very curious here. ADA currently at 95 cents. Are we going to go to much lower level? I mean, this one had a beautiful breakout. This is the time where, you know, are we going to have a potential higher low here? Because, you know, basically, if you take a look at ADA, you know, we are in a big aggressive downtrend. Okay, it is true. It is a, you know, massive, big aggressive lower highs. We've been creating lower highs here on the daily, this descending wedge, and we kind of, you know, the reason why we are getting supported from this range is because of this lower high over here, right? We are getting that reaction, we are getting that bounce. Now, could it break down? Yes, of course, and retest the lows. So let's see what happens. I mean, this is a moment where you could potentially risk that this might have a pump and retest the highs. Volume indicates that there has been more buying pressure with this pump then selling pressure just by looking at the local volume here. So yeah, I mean, this was a beautiful breakout. We were talking about ADA potentially finding a floor at the 80 cent level. Okay, we had that major consolidation level here, 80 cent range, forming this descending wedge and also having those bullish divergence helping out here. Okay, we could see the massive lower highs, higher lows on the RSI. It was very likely going to get a pretty nice bounce, and we were analyzing this when we were inside of the wedge. We did get the breakout. Now the technical target for the wedge would be the top of the wedge, right? So, but this is a textbook technical analysis from 50 years ago, so trading has changed very much from then, so I wouldn't rely too much on that. But so far here on ADA, there is a possibility. Let me just take a look at the VPVR levels from this range. We have broken the VPVR here, so from this trading range, yeah, it's maybe going to get very, very strong resistance now once we pump. Okay, I would stay a little bit cautious. Depending on what Bitcoin does, you know, if Bitcoin does hit that 38.8 level, okay, that's a drop of over $1,000 from its current price, then we could see ADA already coming to retest the lows here again. So I would stay a little bit cautious. Definitely a major big resistance level at this range. I'm talking about the $1.02 range. You know, if it does come back up there, I would stay a little bit cautious. Yeah, this does look like that it might come back down and roll down here to retest the 80 cent level, actually. All depending on Bitcoin, of course. All depending on Bitcoin. Can you check EGLD? Absolutely. Let's take a look at EGLD here for Libayag straight away. EGLD, EGLD, US dollar here. Let's take a look at this one right away. It is getting a reaction from an interesting point right here. It doesn't look too bad, actually. Why doesn't it look too bad? Because you have created higher lows right over here. All right, looking pretty solid. Now, if you use, you know, classic technical analysis, and you're coming from an aggressive downtrend, and you do have, you know, this kind of formation, a lot of volatility, you know, this is potentially a kind of a bear flag, right? It could be a bear flag, and it can break support, and we can go to much lower levels, especially if Bitcoin gets messy. So yeah, it's going to be pretty curious here to see. I do not like these rejections over here. But if you're bearish, I mean, you shouldn't like also this kind of price action. So it's in a trading range right now. So far, it is still creating the higher highs, but it is also creating the lower highs. So it's very, very difficult to say. I would focus on Bitcoin, obviously. I mean, it's getting a beautiful reaction from this level. If I do zoom in, let me just get this symmetrical triangle out of the way. That's already done. Yeah, we got these daily candles, right? Daily candles. So this has been a major level. This is why we're getting that reaction. We're getting that small relief rally here, as you can see on the chart. And if you take the lowest point from the start of the pump from this level, you're below already the 618. So if it does manage to consolidate at this range, let's see if we do have a couple of attempts. All right, I want to see the second attempt. All right, not the first one, the second one. If we see that consolidation, the next attempt on the daily not managing to break this zone, and this is going to be a bullish sign. This means that the bears are losing steam. And you know, I'm trying to look at this kind of consolidation. We got 2 wicks here. Here we got 1 wick, and we got this price action coming to the upside that already was bullish enough. Or same here, this low over here, another retest, and then, you know, with inside of this price action, you already can be bullish. So if this starts making, you know, an attempt, and then a green candle and a red candle, and then the next one green, then you could see that there is strength here and you could get power to move to the upside. So that is my take here on EGLD. I would be on the sidelines here. If we do get consolidation at this range, at the $150 area, I would say it does have an attempt to try and retest these highs. Why try and retest? Because you could get that resistance, create a lower high at that 618, or potentially, you know, round about that zone. This is definitely a confluence area. You've got a nice big spike here on the VPVR. I mean, if you long in this here, I would get out as soon as you're close to the highs, right? Or the 618, because this could also continue to the downside. You know, on the daily here on EGLD, I mean, could you say that this is an ascending triangle? I mean, I'm just connecting here the higher lows. You could probably do this or this. It is creating higher lows, and it does have a major resistance level. The volatility here has been absolutely insane, but you are closing dailies right there. So you've got 3 daily closes on EGLD at the $200, sorry. $200, major resistance. So, I mean, so far we're inside of this range. So yeah, not much to add. I mean, this could get that volatility at that $150 range and then get a potential bounce to try and come up to the resistance level. I mean, higher lows, we are getting supported by higher lows. That's my take on EGLD. Of course, all depending on Bitcoin. Bitcoin can absolutely break everything. Bitcoin falls, this could absolutely slice through here, this major higher low range. So all eyes on Bitcoin, basically. All eyes on Bitcoin. No doubt about that. If Bitcoin behaves in between $38,000 and $39,000, if we do behave around this level in the next couple of days, all of these altcoins, I mean, you know, I'm in a long position at this 39.6, and I also would be considering adding to my position. It's a very small position, of course. Stop loss invalidation here below the X point from this harmonic bat. It's a small position still, so I would consider adding to my position if we see that volatility at that range, you know, holding well this level. So yeah, and if that is the case in the next few days, then yeah, all of these, a lot of altcoins at big major support levels, okay, at a nice interesting zone. So in the case of EGLD, if Bitcoin does behave and EGLD does consolidate here at the $150 range, I'm going to say, you know, it's potentially a good buy zone to continue this, right, ascending triangle zone. All right, I'm counting the daily closes here because a little bit of noise here. There is a little bit of noise. So that would be my take on EGLD. I mean, all eyes on Bitcoin. And we got 145 likes. Thanks, guys. We can get to the 200, guys. Now, I remember, when was it? 2 days ago when I did the live stream. I did ask, are you bullish for this week? I did say, are you bullish for next week on Bitcoin? Was it, are we bullish or are we going to break 44.5? Obviously, we didn't. I think we were trading around 42k levels or slightly above that range because I wasn't along at that level with the stop loss at 42 at break even. And I remember 71% of people were bullish. And I'm going to repeat that question today. And it's going to be pretty interesting to see what you guys think. 71% of people from the live stream were bullish. So are you bullish for Bitcoin this week? And yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. It was 71% people bullish, and I did get over 300 votes on that poll, or 300 or 400 votes. So anyway, poll is there. Let me know, guys, in the comment section, and let's take a look at another cryptocurrency. Mark Dutch, thanks for the insane support, my man. Here, always giving support. Right, I got Victor super chat. Thanks for the super chat, Victor. Let's take a look at Kadena TA. Love your content. Thank you very much, my man. And let's take a look at Kadena, because luckily on Kadena, I was in a long position. I had insane profits. Stop loss was at break even. I entered at about $6.40. And yes, it's at $5.50 right now. I mean, this is how important it is just to, if you break certain levels, it is, pretty obvious that we are in a downtrend, but price action was looking pretty good. I was happy with the volume, but of course, also Bitcoin collapsed and it was a big right mess. So what is happening right now on Kadena? I mean, it's not looking great. We are below this major zone of pretty nice support, and we also got a big spike on the VPVR. It's going to be hard work. If we do see Kadena pumping to about $6.10, we do have big resistance. There's no doubt about that. So it looks pretty bearish. I remember longing this, just about a week ago, or so, or maybe a little bit more than that, about 10 days ago, around about this range here. It was a $6.40, got a nice entry, and next day I was in insane profits, big massive pump, and then I was hoping for this to hold. We did hold actually very, very nicely. Just a quick explanation on why I entered here. I basically entered here because I also did like the pump that I actually entered here. Why did I enter here at this retracement? It was because we formed a kind of big okay, yeah, I remember right now. We were having these aggressive lower highs right there, and for some reason I did enter this. Did we have big volume? Can't remember right now, but anyway, I entered here at this point. Was a harmonic or something. Anyway, I entered around about $6.40, massive big pump here, expecting that bounce here from Kadena at this high levels, which we did get a very nice bounce. Let me just zoom out here on the 4 hourly. Okay, as you can see, this massive resistance, long position, absolutely fantastic. What happened here? We basically got a swing failure pattern from the attempt in breaking. This was kind of the third attempt to break it. So you got 1, 2, and 3. On the third time, it is definitely but I just thought, okay, let's see if we do hold. But no, it did not. I got stopped out and we had insane profits over here. But I was looking this for a swing trade if everything was going to be bullish. And obviously that didn't work out. But most importantly, capital was protected. So what I see here on Kadena basically is we've broken major support levels. We are definitely going to get some kind of reaction here and either come back down and retest the lows. This is if we do get that pump. Nothing is guaranteed of getting that pump, of course. So yeah, not much to add here on Kadena. It is still kind of creating higher lows here. We've broken here this high low trend line, so it's not looking great. It's not looking too great. We've got this low over here from the 22nd of January. We got this low, higher low from the 23rd. Not looking too good. We could get, at least if we do pump all the way to the $6.10 major resistance zone, it is very, very likely going to try and attempt to come back down. Expect that volatility, that second retest. If we do pump in the next coming days, there's a potential short opportunity right there. And then if we do kind of create a double bottom range, if we start consolidating at this level, then we can say, hey, this looks like it is bottom out. We want to see this kind of action, right? Where it gets boring, you get a solid level, time to potentially long before it does pop. So not much here to add on Kadena, just keeping it simple. It's not, would be nice to see another exchange to check out volume. Yeah, I mean, this was pretty insane. This was looking at the Binance chart, and we had really nice higher lows right there. We broke the trend line. You got supported. We broke the trend line here on Kadena. This is looking at the 4-hourly. Got back up, hit to perfection that support level as resistance. Big massive drop. Absolutely insane. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the comment section and see what's going on here. Thanks Mark Dutch for letting me know. Guys, Madrid and Chelsea are playing tonight in about, what is it, in about 40 minutes. Is there much footballers here in the comment section? BTC likely going to dump to 37k. El Habib, well, maybe. Let me know. I would like to know an explanation. I am just looking at, you know, major support levels, and I do think if this does manage to get a pump, okay, in the next few days, because this very unlikely it's going to be today, it's going to have, you know, a little bit of reaction at this level. You know, that is what I am looking at. Okay, if we do get that kind of reaction from this range, you know, it's not going to be today that we do pump, but if we do pump, I do think that obviously we are going to create potentially that low, you know, another big lower high, because we do have insane resistance above us. It's not going to be an easy task for Bitcoin so far. Very aggressive downtrend, and I just want to see the poll that I did create. Hang on a second. We got 154 votes. And 55% of people are still bullish. So there is still more people bullish than bearish. Surprisingly enough, 44% people bearish. But yeah, on 2 days ago, I was asking, it was 71% people bullish. This is when we were trading at $42,000, which was absolutely insane. Right, manifesting bullish BTC by end of the week. BTC dumping. Yeah, BTC is having that correction right now. We were getting that kind of resistance. It was kind of rolling back down. Okay, in the immediate short term, you know, looking at short term analysis, you know, fib levels from here, we're hitting, you know, the 50% Fibonacci retracement from this consolidation. So yeah, it's definitely, you know, we are in a downtrend. So with all these pumps, I'm waiting for that potential volatility. You know, I prefer day trading, day swing trading. For scalping, I wouldn't enter here because you could have that kind of ABC correction to the upside. I am looking for that reaction at this range. Okay, I'm in a very small long position. I'm willing to add to my position if we do see Bitcoin, you know, hitting that 38.8, which would be the target of the bat, and then potentially getting that reaction here, sideways action, for potentially longing, adding to my position. Okay, I'm not happy. I mean, I'm looking more for swing trades, okay, to be open for a few days. And yeah, basically, you know, shorting here is basically shorting for my kind of trading. You know, if I want to have a position open for a few days, I'm shorting the bottom, right? So you could speculate here on shorting and reaching the lows. But yeah, I mean, the amount of volume that we have had here at the 39k levels is just absolutely crazy. It's absolutely insane. So let's see what happens. Pirate Chain, let's take a look at Pirate Chain. I got some crypto rich, I think was on my channel about a year ago, talking about Pirate Chain. I do remember that. Pirate Chain, is that it's Ara, right? Pirate Chain. Let's take a look at Pirate Chain, because this one had a massive big hype. Went absolutely crazy. If we zoom out here on Pirate Chain on the weekly, we don't have much price data here actually. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This one went absolutely insanely parabolic. This one went off. This one went absolutely insane. Yeah, it was only valued a few cents at the beginning of 2021, and it reached, you know, $18. Okay, that was a very, very fast move. Very, very fast move in less than 1 week. But yeah, I mean, multiple X's here on Pirate Chain. I remember, you know, Crypto Rich on the channel talking about this one. He's saying that it's the best privacy coin that there is out there. Better than Monero. Pretty interesting. I didn't actually do much research myself on it, but let's take a look at Pirate Chain on the daily. Zoom out. You know, it did have a pretty nice run up in February, March. It did have a pretty nice run up. I think there are quite a lot of people bullish in this project. Totally anonymous. Really, you know, supposedly it is the best privacy coin that there is, and so far here. Massive big correction. Let me just take a look at RSI. I mean, we did have pretty big bullish divergence right over here. I mean, creating higher lows on the RSI, lower lows right there. This is when the moment you were starting to see that reaction. Very nice entry right there when you start seeing these bullish divergence and you know, potential breakout from this very steep lower high trend, and a fantastic breakout right over here. You know, that retracement would have been absolutely beautiful at it must have been around about the 618 right over here. So beautiful entry. And yeah, if this one Pirate Chain, let me just zoom in here on the daily. It would have been absolutely beautiful to come all the way down to the first pump, right? So if we take this as the ultimate low, you know, this is the first wave, second wave. I think we do have potentially time for another fifth wave to retest the highs or potentially break it and then get a potential big correction. So yeah, round about this zone would have been a nice entry. Volume's pretty good to the upside. We did have a little bit of a large leg doji right there with high volume, indicating, you know, they don't know the direction to take. That's a fight in between bulls and bears, basically. It would have been absolutely great to see Pirate Chain come all the way down to the peak of this first wave, and it's also the 618. Big, nice, solid VPVR. This is the $1.50 approximately. Between $1.40 and $1.50 would have been absolutely insane if we did come all the way down there. I think it still can. It still can correct a little bit more, but it's already getting that pumpy action from that range. It would have been nice, a little bit of more correction and then potentially enter. We still might get it because this has been going down. This is just maybe a little pump still in this downtrend. Could get that level, but the $1.40, $1.50 here for Pirate Chain looks like a pretty solid level for a potential small swing trade to the upside. Right, it looks pretty solid here, this kind of price action. So Ajax for Mark Dutch. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at Algorand. Absolutely, for Elia. Also, let's take a look at Luna. Okay, let's take a look at Algorand. Let's take a look at Luna. Seb, Joseph, Mark Dutch. Absolutely insane. Massive support from these guys. These guys are crazy. My moderators. Absolutely insane. So let's take a look at Algorand. I mean, I was doing analysis on Algorand. Looking at the I remember taking a look at Algorand. I actually posted something very interesting here on the Bitcoinsensus website about Algorand potentially, you know, forming, you know, Elliott wave theory very nicely, because remember the March 2020 crash, it was the black swan event. So it's definitely an ultimate low level for most of the crypto assets. And Algorand pretty nicely was creating, you know, big waves, as you can see, and big corrections. So, you know, this is inside, you know, an ABC correction. An ABC correction can come all the way down to the first wave and slightly below the first wave. So my theory here on Algorand, that, you know, in the next coming weeks or months, it's very likely to find a bottom in between 50 50 cents, and 70 cents. Okay, I do think that potential more downside is possible. Of course, we are still in a very aggressive downtrend, and we do like to dip below, okay, the fourth wave, the corrective wave on an ABC correction. It is also very, very likely to dip slightly below the fourth wave and slightly below the first wave. So if we do see that range, you know, Algorand at 50 cents will be an absolute steal for the next coming years, no doubt. Insane L1 project. So I think I will be adding, you know, I have been doing some research on Algorand because of one of my moderators, and it is an insane project. So I'll be probably adding some Algorand to my portfolio for the long run. Anyway, short-term analysis on Algorand. You know, this is something that I am eyeing right now, which is a descending, you know, channel, descending broadening wedge, descending channel. So far getting bounces up and down. So we could actually lose this 70 cent level and come slightly lower, and we might get supported from these lower highs on Algorand. Okay, I'm talking about that 60 cents or 58 cents, depending if it's going to be in the next few days. If Bitcoin drops aggressively, we're going to see Algorand dropping aggressively also. You could expect some kind of resistance, some support here from these lower highs. So yeah, not much to add here on Algorand. It will be pretty nice. I want to see it is still creating pretty aggressive bullish divergence. You know, higher lows on the RSI on the daily, lower lows here. If it does have that drop, and also I think the RSI will not go as low as this point, it will be a curious range to potentially have a long to look for major resistance levels. Obviously, if we are in a downtrend, if we're looking for shorts, you basically almost had an opportunity here. Nice range here on Algorand at the 75 cent level. We almost hit it. We hit 74.3 approximately. It would have been a nice level to look for that rollback down. Okay, you know, massive lower highs. Market structure here, you know, very likely to get that kind of rejection here from this downtrend. We are actually going down while we speak. So I would have potentially waited a little bit longer. If we take a look at the 4-hourly chart, fib levels from the start of the dump from this consolidation, you know, yeah, we didn't actually hit the 618. It would have been a hard trade. I wouldn't have gotten in that trade. Right, let's take a look at let's take a look at Luna also. Let's take a look at Luna right away, see what's going on with Luna. Wow, I mean, I remember shorting Luna at $1.16 and taking profits at $1.05. $116 down to $105 range. At this consolidation is where I took profits. Oh my, if I would have had you know, at least, you know, my position protected, took 50% profits, ride all of this down. But anyway, I mean, this is the thing, you know, I was happy enough to take profits there. On Luna, it looks like that Luna is you know, continuing down. We did get that reaction. I mean, this is a liquidity grab right there to perfection below this range. Let's see. I would wait for Luna. You know, the second attempt is the best. All right, one attempt already. If we do get another attempt and fail to break the lows, then I would be looking for a pretty aggressive bounce at some point in the next coming days. You know, looking for that bounce and then looking for major resistance level. The $93-94 is huge resistance here on Luna. Big level. This is why we did get that consolidation before the drop here at the $93-94. So if it does in the next coming days manage to consolidate at this range, that might be a potential long signal. If it does come up and reacts to this level, yeah, that's potentially going to be a short signal right there at the $93-94. Just looking at potential opportunities, guys, because we don't really know where the price action is going to go. We need to be ready for once it hit those levels. So, you know, that is definitely a level that I'll be paying attention on Luna, sorry, for a potential short. You know, how we are going to react at those levels. $93-94, huge resistance. You know, breaking major structure. I mean, yeah, this is absolutely, you know, absolutely killing it. We actually broke this to perfection. This is why, you know, we've got the consolidation. We broke this higher low uptrend, right? We didn't touch it there, but here we broke it, consolidated below it, and bang, straight back down. So yes, Bitcoin. Right. Let's wrap it up, guys. Madrid is playing against Chelsea. I'll be doing a longer live stream tomorrow, no doubt about that. I'll be doing the daily Bitcoin analysis, also with the crypto analysis that I'm going to do beside Bitcoin, which I've done a poll here in the Telegram group. I'll be putting the poll again here tonight, so you can vote to see what crypto you would like me to analyze with Bitcoin. And check out the Bitcoinsensus website. If you want an insane bonus, you got Bybit. You've also got PrimeXBT. I use Bybit for swing trading basically, and PrimeXBT for day trading. The only asset that I mainly use, that I mainly trade here is S&P 500. If I do see an opportunity on the S&P 500, then I'll potentially getting on PrimeXBT. You got an insane bonus down below, guys. 7% added to your deposit. Whatever you deposit, you get 7% up to $7,000, which is absolutely insane. It's a pretty cool platform. You deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum. You got a huge amount of assets here to trade. You got Forex, oil, gold, a huge of, you know, different stocks from different countries. Great platform. On Bybit, you get to $4,620 worth of bonus. Of course, I get a small commission out of this, but you get the best bonus. Only for experienced traders, of course. If you have no idea of trading, don't deposit money on a trading platform and just do something random, because you will lose money. Thank you, guys. Check out Bitcoinsensus website for the latest news, technical analysis ideas here, totally free information down below in the description. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.